There's two types of people. I'm sure there's more, but I'll break it. I'll be black and white. There's two types of people in this world. There's people that see reality, accept it for what it is, and manage their life, adapt their life to that reality. And then there's the second type of person that is and consistently wants to change reality, is at odds with reality. The world isn't good as it is. It needs to change. This is wrong and that's wrong, and this person did this to me, and blah 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 blah. And so there's this constant tension or conflict of not accepting what is. And not accepting what is doesn't mean you lay past. Accepting what is doesn't mean you lay past it and say do whatever you want, and it doesn't matter and nothing's important, and I'm not going to try to make the world a better place. But I just prefer spirituality grounded in common sense and reality. And for example, one of the common cliches you hear in spiritual circles is we're all one. We're all one. We're all connected. We're all intertwined. And for the life of me, I can never get a good explanation to what that means. Yes, I've heard all the things that there's this universal life force energy, and when you harm one person, you're harming that whole life force, and it is affecting people, the domino effect, yada yada. I've heard all that. Maybe I'm just not getting it. But there's all kinds of this type of, I call it la la land, fantasy land, of things that are just not grounded in reality. And you find this very prevalent in religion, in everything, but in the New Age movement and spiritual circles, things that we have this analytical filter that kind of is able to sift through the crap and the truth. And somehow, when we see somebody that we perceive as having higher knowledge than us, we just open the gates and let all this garbage pass through. And as much as I love Eckhart Tolle, there are a lot of things that I disagree. And I found in the beginning, I was like, oh my God, this guy's incredible. And then you just suddenly open the floodgates and allow the information to pass freely. And then I started saying, wait, is my mind my enemy? No, my mind has been able to do incredible things. And I'm going to start using my mind to filter what's true and what's not true for me. That might be his truth, but not all of it is going to be my truth. And I'm sure we can all give examples of where we put, with people, situations, experiences, we put down the guard. A big one is doctors. We believe, whatever doctors, generally most of us, we believe what doctors tell us and that they're all wise, all knowledgeable. Man, come on. Doctors, I don't know if it's true today, but years ago, doctors took one semester's course on nutrition. And food and nutrition is one of the foundations of health. I mean, so many of our problems is rooted in that, but that's a whole separate issue. But we believe whatever they say, and really, we need to question everything and come back to our own common sense and what really does it ring true for us, and basically finding our own truths. And this requires an inner confidence, an inner stillness, and getting to know yourself. We're so bombarded with taking things through the ears, the eyes, and just this through the mouth, this constant input. And instead, if we just kind of fasted a little bit, and even if it's 10 minutes a day and just listened, we would find just profound, incredible truths. We spend so much money and resources and energy trying to go to other planets, the universe. Now they even want to go to Mars. And one of the last bastions of unexplored territory is ourselves, is our own inner being. And that is just the most magical journey that one can take. So, having said that, don't know. I just don't. I just would really, I plead or to go to your common sense and just become someone's a renowned spiritual teacher or a nutritionist or whatever their craft is. Doesn't mean they're an expert at it. In fact, you could have two doctors that have the same amount of experience and went to the same university, and they have differing opinions. There's so many different religions, and they all say something different. And I'm like, man, they all can't be true. Really? I mean, what's going on here? So, what I know is true is what's within here.